point across. They used a family full of people who on paper have a great moral compass and have great values. However, their actions just do not show that. And it really causes the audience to question, okay, is that something that I'm doing? Do I agree with this? And that is so important. I feel like this could potentially be one of the most monumental shows in the United States ever. And it's crazy because people just look at it as a mob show, but it is so much more than that. In conclusion, The Sopranos is not simply about gangsters. It is about human condition, our blind spots, fears, and moral compass. It presents a group of individuals who show both horrific acts among violence, disloyalty, and illegal behavior, yet they also hold a level of values, whether those are spiritual or not, which clash with their actions. The mob family sits on a baseline of morals which consist of expectations for loving your children, uncles, brothers, and partners, never failing to be there for one another. Yet, consistent acts of disloyalty, abuse, and illegalities remain prevalent, undoubtedly. This show causes the questioning of morals, values, and the actions that follow them, and whether or not the people fully, truly change. As I said, The Sopranos is based off a crime family. It's multiple men, and they ultimately lead their families. They're very Catholic. They go by Catholic values. They wear crosses on their necks. They go to church. They preach loyalty and to their wives, and they preach respect to their mothers, which that is all amazing. That is all great baseline values. However, none of their actions truly show it. They preach that loyalty is so important between one another and that you should always be there for one another. However, they go to a strip club that they own, and they, cheat on their wives every night. And they, that's not only disloyal to your wife, that's also disloyal to your marriage and your relationship with your family as a whole. And so even though these people say that they have these values, their actions just speak so much louder, and it's very contradictory, and that's what causes the audience to think so much. It's like looking at these characters, you're like, okay, what are they willing to not do, and what are they willing to do? What are they really going to get angry about, and what are they fine with? It's very unpredictable, and I feel like it's so interesting to watch, and it really causes the audience, and it really caused America at the time to really sit down and think about things a lot deeper. So overall, I want to thank you guys so much for listening to this presentation. This is something that I have felt very passionate about for some time, not only because Sopranos is a show that I just love. It's very interesting. I love the characters. I love the plot. However, I am someone who genuinely enjoys thinking so much deeper into things, and I have never seen a show that truly causes me to do that, and I've never seen a show that, caused the whole entire population to really think about things. The Soprano did not fail to get their point across. They did not fail to cause the audience to think way deeper into things, whether it was spiritually, emotionally, morally. However, at the end of the day, one thing that I want to say is that a great decision that I made was to watch The Sopranos, because it's a lot deeper than you think. So thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.